Hi, okay, so I got a question about how to charge or how to make an intention with a sigil. Well, a sigil is a magical symbol that you create that is either going to attract or banish something of your desire. So what is your desire? Well, what do you want? Okay, what do you want? This question, for some reason, I feel like this is connected to this person. It's at Tiara 424777. I feel like your throat chakra is a little bit blocked, okay? Because you're having maybe a challenge with speaking what you want, okay? So what's your intention? What do you want? I want for you to be brave. I want you to be able to speak and call into your life whatever you desire. So I made you a sigil. Look, I took the word brave. I removed the A and the E, but you can remove whatever you want. Just have a reason behind it. My reason is this is how I was taught, okay? And then I made this fancy little squiggly thing right there, all right? Looks kind of witchy, right? I drew a circle around it, and I put this dot right there because the circle and the dot is the sign of the sun that symbolizes the sun. Everything's attracted to the sun. Everything revolves around the sun, okay? And it's something that you want, something that I want for you. I put this fancy little squiggly thing in there because that is my personal signal for hurry up, okay? Here's a couple of notes. Black ink could mean banish. Green ink could be something that you love. If you're making a sigil for something that you love, okay? Maybe you want a new pair of shoes that you love. Okay? Blue would be expansion. So you have to have something, you want it to expand. So let's say you have a business and you have some clients, but you want to have more clients. Make that sigil in blue ink. Okay? You can always use black. This is just a little something for the seasoning. You want to make it a little bit more potent. As much as you put into your sigil is going to be how strong it is. So just put thought behind it. Intention. What do you want? What do you really want? Okay, there's a sign for the sun. Red, passion, fiery. Do red if you're just wanting to, like that one night stand. Okay. So then we're going to charge our sigil. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this, okay, and you're going to stare at it. Stare beyond it till you get a little cross-eyed, okay? Let me tell you 2 ways to do this. And then I want you, because this is to feel brave, I want you to think about how brave you are. Think about if you didn't have any fears. What would you do? What would you say? What would you call into this existence? See, that's intention. And I want you to sit there, I want you to stare at it until you're brave. Until you see yourself standing on the top of a mountain with your arms in the air and you literally can feel the feelings. You're fucking brave, all right? You may have to sit there for 10 minutes. That's okay. Now there's some additional things you can do. Once you feel that intention, you can take the sigil, just throw it in the door. You could take the sigil, you could light it on fire. You could take the sigil, you could bury it in the ground. I'm a big fan, because I'm a fire sign, Leo. I'm a big fan of setting them on fire and watching it burn into the ether. And knowing that the smoke is carrying my desire to me. Another thing that you can do is stare at this sigil and have an orgasm. A burst of energy. And then burn it or throw it in a drawer. No big deal. So what is your question? The intentions behind the sigil. My intention is for you to be brave and start using your voice and calling into this life what it is that you want. Can you make a sigil for a house? Yes. Can you make a sigil to make somebody to go away? Yes. You could simply write, disappear, Peter. Okay. And then cross out all the vowels or cross out whatever you want to do and stack those letters. Make it look cool. It's art. It's your art. Make it look cool and witchy. Only draw a circle and put a dot, meaning the sun, if you're attracting something, okay? Don't say that you want Peter to disappear and then put a circle around it with a dot, because that's going to be contradictive to the meaning of your sigil, okay? So what is your intention? What do you want? Walk around or get on Pinterest and start looking at things that you want. You want a new pair of shoes? You want a boyfriend? You need a house? What is it? You want just a piece of cake? You want somebody to bring you some flowers? One time I did this, okay? I made a sigil and I wanted to be spoiled. I wanted to be spoiled. I wanted people to give me things. So I made a sigil for being spoiled girl. I think that's what I said, spoiled girl. Something like that. I kid you not. Very shortly after I did that, I was walking through the Kroger, that's the grocery store out here, or a grocery store, it's not the best one, but it is one. And I was pushing my cart up, and this woman walks up to me and gives me a bouquet of tulips. She says, I don't need these anymore. Do you want them? And I'm going to tell you something, is that I've been spoiled ever since then. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm incredibly spoiled. Not only, by everybody. I often get a free glass of wine if I sit at a bar. I'm often just given things. People bring me stuff. I'm a receiver now. You can make a sigil with the intention to be spoiled. You can make an intention for a sigil to bring you luck. So the intention is your desire. Okay? And if you have any more questions, let me know. I happen to be sitting on my couch all day because I have a cold. My intention is to get better. Actually, my intention is to sit on the couch and get better. But I'm going to enjoy sitting on the couch. I'm going to see if I can find that picture of the tulips. It's the most random thing in the world. See if I can find it. All right, Tiara. I hope I answered your question, and I hope I'm saying your name right.